It is late. It was cold last night. I woke up early and then I couldn't get back to sleep for quite a while. And then I fell asleep again once it warmed up. And so now it's 10 in the morning. And I've noticed too that this thing here keeps deflating on me. So this is my pillow. So most of my gear is like, most of it I bought like year 2. But right before my second season, I decided, okay, I like this backpacking thing, let's do this. And yeah, so my thermarest failed, hoping to be fixed. This pillow looks like it's pretty much done. I mean, it's $40, so maybe I could try to fix it, but my walking sticks, now they have a tip broken off and a strap chewed out. I'm starting to think about replacing my boots. Yeah, it's getting to that point. A lot of the stuff is 4 or 5 years old. It's starting to, it's gonna need to be replacing. Well, the weather has been fabulous on this backpack. It really has. Wonderful. People left behind these. I'm gonna ball them up and put them in here. They literally weigh nothing, so one of those things is pretty easy to pack out of here, so I will. Guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Like, you can see there's little shrubs and adlers that are in the lake that shouldn't be, but it's still rising. I mean, I put this at least 6 inches away from the water, and now it's pretty much in the water. So it rose just from last night. Well, yesterday actually this time. Crazy. Well, it's so hot and there's lots and lots of snow left, right? So it's just pouring into this lake. Well, another day out in the backcountry. Landslide Lake. Cheers. Okay, 20 to 12. The group's over there having a nice little hangout. Maybe I'll have someone to walk with for a bit. But yeah, I'm happy that it's at least a kilometer, maybe 2, of relative flatness just to get myself warmed up. And then it's 600 meters up this thing, which, I mean, according to alltrails, the track I have is 2618 meters. Like, I heard talk of Badger Pass in Banff National Park at 2585, I think. And it was considered like one of the highest ones you could get to on foot. So this is a big pass. All right. Yeah, I remember all this. Hopefully this does not get to the point where it's a real problem. Hopefully we get out of the trees and into the open where this should be fairly clear. Well, no real surprise. Got to deal with this. And get up, there's the trail over there. So I got to deal with it someplace. Maybe down there, I don't know. Alrighty, so I did take my shoes off and everything. Make sure that I didn't have wet boots going up the pass, like boots full of water. That would have been awful. And another thing I did was I drank all the water I could make myself. A couple of days ago, I lost the cap to my smart water bottle, so all I have for carrying space is 1 liter of water. So every time I come to good water, I am filling up, because all I can bring up into the pass, a beautiful exposed day, is 1 liter, which ain't much. Oh boy, first view of the monster. I'm sure I've done like maybe 50 meters up this stream of elevation, so only 550 left. Well, that's a little tough here. We have Fair space up there. I think this little ledge down here, I think, is the trail. So go down there, go around the snow, re-intercept it. There. Hoping that's the last of my snow troubles. Looks pretty good up ahead. It's pretty awesome view, even if it's going to be a hard work day. Well, there's a much less distinct trail than what I've been following, right? And then you got one going down onto the flats. I think down into the flats. It certainly is an easier look. I think it'll probably work just fine. Maybe this one is for when this water is somehow even higher. I mean, it's pretty high water right now. Well, it's pretty wonderful flat walking right now. You can see here that this is kind of eating this. I think it keeps going down here. Oh, I can actually see the trail going up the hill. Better appreciate this flash walking. Oh, mama. I'm also kind of jazzed. I mean, look at this challenge. This is cool. Well, this would be the king of camp spots. That water is kind of awful. As you would have, this is kind of clearish. I wonder why, if it comes out of here, it's all full of rock silt. Yeah, the stuff coming out of there is clear as a bell. Oh, yeah, this would be a pretty sick camp spot. Surrounded, man. Oh, this is glorious. Bit of snow again. Honestly, I should wait for those 5 backpackers to come and tramp things out for me. Instead, I'm tramping out for them. Well, the trail's pretty clear, but you still have a rock pile here. I'm glad it's up on this because I envision the trail going down there below this. Being up here, that greatly reduces. I mean, is there an avalanche that's really going to climb this hill? I'm sure it could happen, but much better than being down there by the water, that's for sure. Phew, starting to get some elevation now. Well, nice thing about having all trails, aside from having just the backup as far as the track, I mean, I was more thinking about on the other side there. But now you got the elevation. So I am at 2,110. So I've gone 110 meters up, which is, I mean, that's slightly comforting, right? I mean, I have a long way to go, but it's coming. Oh, what a beautiful. Be a lot of rests today, but it'll be beautiful views every time I do. I'm not staring at forest, that's for damn sure. Starting to be trouble ahead. I think this is the trail. It looks like the most obvious thing. Going up like that. There's also kind of distinct animal trails going this way. So I think I gotta go through the snow, unfortunately. So down there I was correct. And now it goes straight into another. I guess it's through here. It's not obvious. 2 for 2. Whenever these backpackers do show up, I can't believe I can't see them. They're lucky that I'm choosing right. And they can just follow my tracks. If I was making some wrong turns, I'd be really screwing them up. Well, it does get kind of indistinct. I think this was a pile of rocks once. And over there's some little footprints. I think I'll head for that space over there. There we go. See? I got the trail back. Well, there's no AVI risk at all. That's nice. They're way above down there and none of this can get to you. So that's good to see. Oh man, right into the wind. There it side down for a minute. Unclear where to go now. Rock pile down there. Came up this, which is pretty steep. Maybe this is a rock pile. I don't know. Everything looks like a trail right now. Oh man, that was rough. And the wind is coming into me a lot. 2,320. So I'm roughly half. Oh man. It's tough going. Well, that's nice. I just had a look at alltrails. For some reason, when it shows the profile, there's a ceiling of 2618 or 2608, I think. But when you actually look at it, like look at the track, it's more like 2520. So I just gain 100 meters. That's amazing. That would also make sense as to why they call Badger Pass the highest one, because I think Badger Pass is like 2585. That's fantastic. Now I have 200 meters left instead of 3. That is sweet. Just keep in mind, up here it's all rock piles, man. That's the only way you know what you're doing. Right there, there's where I took a break. There's a couple there. Then you look for the next one. Somehow this is all you see, but that just never ends. It is so steep. This is a tough pass. You can see people that have like scrambled, slid down here, or maybe mountain goats. But that is bloody, no way. I'm gonna go up there and walk across. And frankly, this here is a dangerous area. Like if this was covered in snow, look at these crevices. Like I don't think this rock pile should even be here. Shouldn't come up here. Go across the rock pile there, and up there. And that's just what I'm gonna do. This is damned encouraging. Getting to this point, this might be a false summit, but still. All right, this seems like a moment coming up here. Oh my God. Oh. All right, this guy is a false summit, that's what I thought, but there it is up behind it. Pretty sweet. Boy, I can see it all. I think I can finally see those 5 backpackers down there. They are down in the really tough stretch. I am so happy to be done that. Oh man, this is amazing. Wow, that's some view, man. Wow. Okay, it seems like the wind has died. I just have to talk about what could be a major mistake, right? That's the pass. You do not go down into that death trap. Death trap. Oh God, the wind does not die down. Walk over here. All right, I've left the death trap behind. And here's pass number 2. Just gonna walk over, figure out the saddles, right? We got ourselves a cairn. Another sight and a half. You don't see everything until you get down a little bit. And yeah. Well, seems like you kind of follow into this little portion here. There is rock piles, so of course I'll try and stick to those. And yeah, this is the other side of Wild Hay Pass. Well, I don't know. The other side of saddle number 2 of Wild Hay Pass. I don't know what this little pass would be called, but yeah. I was trying to say that death trap over there, don't get filtered into that. Gotta walk across and get to here. I have to think anyone who went down that one would realize pretty quickly that that is not the way, not unless you're belaying. You know, you think you're just like, well, I finished the climb. You know how much I have to drop? 1,200 meters. Oh, jeez. Holy crap. It's 1,300 meters down there. Wow. I am in no means finished. Well, I lost any semblance of trail or rock cairns. I mean, I went to the last one, and maybe that's one. But it's not important up here. It's important down to the trees. That's where you want to make sure. And that's why I got alltrails and stuff, right? So this feature here, you don't see this much in the Canadian Rockies. This reminds me of Red Rock Conservation Area out in Vegas. Just outside Vegas. Kind of cool. I mean, look, where else do you see this? You know? You don't. Pretty cool feature, man. I had to come over here. I mean, you gotta come smell the roses, right? Not to mention an amazing spot to get fresh water. Just a note, I said I would funnel down into there, but actually that seems to be wrong. This seems to be, I'm right on track. So I'll walk over here and see what the case is. Now the trees are starting. I want to find a trail, right? I should be able to find some kind of semblance of one soon. This just keeps going for a little while. It's kind of cool, man. I managed to find a pass just to the right of all the white stuff. Here's a little rock cairn, and there's mountain biking tracks, which completely blows my mind. As somebody could get a mountain bike of this high. Look at this. I gotta go down, then climb up. Gross. I don't want to climb. Well, I'm definitely in the trees now. I hope it gets a little lower, a little better as I get lower. All right. Right now it's not too bad though, as long as I can follow the thing. Well, by all indications, I do go and cross this. You can see a rock pile over there. I climb up to that camp spot I saw and continue straight for a few hundred meters at least. Get away from this water. All right. If you were insane enough to try and climb up here, just know that there's a big false trail going there. I don't know what that's supposed to be for. Looking for firewood for the campground or what? Trail is up there. It goes up. You can actually see there's a little ribbon up there. I don't know where that goes, but that's wrong. Man. According to alltrails, I'm at like 2,080 elevation. I have not even come down the same elevation that I climbed, and I have to get down to 1,300. It is such a massive drop. I mean, your legs are tired after 520 meters, which of course they are. I mean, now there are iron rods coming down this thing, right? A lot of pressure on the knees. Yeah, nice campfire. I think this is all right for a tent. Not a lot to work with around here, but yeah. Well, I'm in forest fire territory. This is surreal. And there's nothing down across the trail, and there's not like insane overgrowth. That's what I experienced earlier this year. Mind you, I'm speaking pretty early. Let's see what happens. An open part. Yeah, not bad. Well, I have to give myself a pep talk. Look at what I have to walk on now. All right. Descending on these rocks, it sucks. My legs are stiff, tired, and I'm walking on this stuff, and I have still 600 meters to go. I'm maybe halfway down. I just have to accept that it's going to take forever, because if I get impatient, I'm going to tear a knee or twist an ankle or something. So, yeah. This is kind of cool. Over here is kind of a drop off, but over here is a total, like, down. You're on a ridge. Well, I got through the rocky section. Now it's more gravelly. This is kind of cool here. Hey man, gotta look at the positive. Not bad, man. Man, I love this ridge so much. It's been easy, nice, gravelly, and I mean, look, in another 15 minutes, I won't be able to see the highway anymore. Like, I've lost, 300 meters or something. Thank God. I really thought I was going to be in those big rocks in the forest the whole way. So, if you have to descend a lot, this is the way to do it, man. This is just nice. And I've had this view the whole time too, like, awesome. I finally reached the trees. I lost 300 meters on that ridge, on that nice, easy descent. Oh, Lordy, that's wonderful. I have to give kudos to whoever takes care of these trails. There's almost nothing down across them. They have cleaned. I think it's one of the mountain biker associations, because there's clear evidence that mountain bikers use this, like I said, even though I can barely believe it. Slight downhill on a perfect trail. This is so glorious right now. This is so nice. Okay, I've reached the fire trail. It's an interpretive trail. Cool. I'm almost out of here. And then all I have to do is hitchhike. All stinky, hiker stink, backpacker stink. Hitchhike back to my car. And it's shocking to look back. I was up here. Crazy. Well, the reason why I didn't take care of this on day one is because I didn't want to put like pressure on myself that I must go and do like Wildhorse Pass. If my car is over here, then I mean, you know, yeah. It's not a very safe thing to do, to put that pressure on yourself, So I left my car over at Cline, I guess that's the Pinot Lake staging area. And now I get to take care of it. Oh, I'm already seeing more of them. If you want to see native prayer flags, there's probably 100 here, at least. I'm pointing the camera down because I try not to put them on camera, right? I read somewhere it's disrespectful, so you'll have to see them for yourself. Oh man. All right, now out to the highway. I think it's way easier to do this when you're at the beginning of a backpack. And I look fresh. If I take this off, this is what I look like. I look tired and I can't push out a smile right now, right? I'm terrible at it. I could think of something funny, except it's hard to do that for every single bloody car. 20 minutes and counting. Checking is just as much fun as it looks. When I tell people about the stuff I do, they're more shocked about my hitchhiking than my backpacking for 10 days. Thought I had one, but he just slowed down a whole bunch. Psych. Okay, about 45 minutes, and surprise, it was two backpackers picked me up. So they knew what this meant. I'm sure other people knew too, but they chose not to stop. Phew, after all that, it is now 6:15. I'm glad I don't have a 5-hour drive, 5.5 hours. It's just to Calgary, so maybe 3.5, because I live in the south of Calgary. Another one off the list. Landslide was interesting, man. That Wildhorse Pass, wow. Yeah, that's some steep climb, and then never-ending descent. But fun, interesting, that's for sure. Well, that's about all I got to say. Get out there and hike.